All right, we are on another video today, and today has to do with heartbreak and why does it seem like you hurt more than they hurt? So you ever wonder that? You ever wonder if your heartbreak hurts more than theirs? It's not because you're weak, it's because you love deeper. So with everything that I'm gonna share today, like I said, this is an opinion, this is psychology. First, let's jump right into it. The person who hurts more is usually the one who invested more emotionally. You weren't just dating, you were building a future. Set the emotional frame early. So, one of the reasons why you hurt more than they do is for reason one. You loved with vision. You saw long term. They lived short term, okay? So you saw the long run with this person, like marriage, kids, the nice picket fence with the house and everything. So they didn't see that, okay? So there was more love invested with you than they had. So they didn't see that at some point in the relationship. Maybe at the beginning they did, but at some point they started to not see that vision with you, okay? Reason number two, you lost a future, not just a person. Future plans equals deeper grief. So the more that you planned for the future and the more that you saw the future, you're going to get deeper grief out of that. So just a heads up. Reason number three, your brain is in withdrawal. Love is chemical. Sudden loss equals shock to the nervous system. You have to understand what happened to you is a complete shock. You got sideswiped, you got sucker punched, you got knocked on the ground, and you weren't prepared for it because you did not see this outcome. So you're in shock. You're kind of just mind blown over it. Your mind's racing. And in my last video, we talked about this, how to get your mind to stop overthinking and going into that loop of just thinking what happened. What could I have done wrong? What could I have done different? All that kind of stuff. Watch the last video that I put out. It'll help you out. Now, reason number four, you stayed loyal longer. Loyalty creates deeper attachment. Attachment increases pain when broken. So you had a deeper attachment than what they had, and you have to understand that. And that's not a bad thing. A lot of time we beat ourselves up and we think, maybe it was a soft thing or no. And it's not necessarily that. Yes, you could have, rocked up and been more of a man in the situation, because there's ways that I strongly believe, in certain traits. Like, honestly, and I'm gonna share this with you guys right now because this is crucial to me. It's very important, and I'm gonna share this because men need to know this. It's okay to love a woman. It is okay. You want to love a woman. You want to take care of her. You want to do good by her. You want to make sure she's in a good, safe place. But you don't want to fall in love with her. It is very dangerous to fall in love versus loving the woman. When men fall in love, they go into what I call stupid mode. Their minds cannot think right whenever they're in love. They do dumb shit, and it's like you lose your deductive problem solving skills, which are needed to run, and not just run, but to lead the relationship. So if you lose those traits to lead a relationship, why would you even think of doing that? So that the biggest thing is love your woman. That's good to love your woman, but do not fall in love. And this is a tip that I'm sharing with you that is crucial. I don't think men are taught this because it's a lot of people frown upon this tip right here, but I guarantee you, you will have a better, longer, healthier relationship if you love that woman, but you do not fall in love. I think falling in love is for the woman. That is for them to do, okay? Reason number five, you're healing, they're avoiding. Processing your hurts now, avoidance hurts later. All right, so listen close to this. If it hurts more for you, it's because you're capable of death. Death is not weakness, it's rare. Now, this pain isn't here to break you, it's here to refine you. Don't rush healing, use it. This is happening for a reason, okay? It's only gonna make you better, and you have to, the sooner you understand this, the more you'll start to take it in. You have to let this process happen, and it is needed to make you a better person, and it'll build character if you let it. There's people out there will let situations like this completely destroy them and break them, and they become weirdos later on. You have to use it as a tool. This situation, the situation of heartbreak and hurt, will turn you into a superhero. This is your hero's journey. Every single hero out there, whoever you look at, has gone through a journey of pain and suffering, and you have to understand this process is your hero's journey. Embrace it, learn from it, become better. You know, this is a learning lesson. This is not a bad thing. It happens. You know, it does happen. It's not just you. So with that being said, this situation, it happens. You know, it happens all the time. And, you know, usually when you look at statistically, it's usually women that leave relationships more than men. Okay. So, and I strongly believe men hurt more from heartbreak than a woman does, because, and it's actually proven a lot of the time, men invest more into that woman, and the thought of a woman being with another guy and building a new relationship or family or future with that person hurts us more than it does with women, you know, in the same situation. You know, it's easier for a woman to move on because there's guys constantly looking to be with that girl. Girls have it easier to go and just go back out and get into the dating market because guys are going to continuously try hitting on them all the time. It doesn't work like that for guys. When we go back out there, the playing field's different. You know, we got to go out there and try to get the girl, and it's just a lot different. Now, unless you turn yourself into the man, and that is the goal, is to become a better, you know, a better superior man of higher echelons. So you're able to get a woman just right off the whim. So that's the goal. You know, that's what you want to do, is become the man. Because if you are just out there just running game all the time, it's not going to work. And you're going to keep finding yourself in this loop. And until you learn the lesson, you're going to keep getting hurt. You're going to keep getting broken until you take the lesson and change. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know there's many of us right now. If you are hurting, feel free to reach out. I do live calls, and I would love to get you on a call and we could talk through this, and I could give you some practical information that's going to help you out. If you think you're a candidate for this, drop in the comments and let me know, and I'll reach out to you. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments as well. So if you don't want to get on a live call, I would still love to hear your thoughts on some of these videos that I'm putting out, because the goal is to help people at the end of the day. I want to push people to be better. I want to help people that are struggling, people that are hurting, people that are lost, people that are, you know, people that are in pain. And that is the goal of these videos, is to help people and help them develop themselves into better individuals. So with that being said, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.